Okay, day 10 post-surgery. Today's a pretty good day. I did a big walk. It was like a kilometre. Yeah, I know. It was so far for mummy. And I'm not parked in the disabled spot at school pickup, which is amazing. Some days I will, some days I won't. It just depends on how I feel on the day, because I've learnt recovery is not linear. Yesterday kind of felt like a pre-surgery day, so I felt pretty rotten all day, had no energy, brain fog, the rest. There's a dad walking past with a band-aid on the back of his head that his kids put on. Sorry, easily distracted. I'm a bit like Homer Simpson. The brain fog's, no, I wouldn't say the brain fog's so bad, but just more, I just don't have my brain back. Like, I'm lifting my son out of the car and I'm like, good girl. And then I was like, no, you're a boy. Like, my brain just doesn't work. But yeah, today I feel pretty good. I laughed, like out loud, like not just a giggle like that. Like, I actually laughed and it didn't really hurt all that much. So that was so exciting. Whereas yesterday, my voice was just like reverb in my head, most of the day. So, I sort of wasn't feeling that good, but then I had a few of the mums are dancing comment that I was actually engaging in conversation for the first time in a long time. Like, yeah, that's a really good point. Like, I feel like I wasn't just like withdrawing into my shell. I was actually like present, which was kind of nice. So yeah, that's recovery so far. Still obviously the head pain, the ear pain. I'll get that in a sec, sweetie. Here, play with that. It's not been as bad today because I hit the Panadol first thing in the morning. And then the big walk caused kind of pressure pain, but oh my goodness, this little man's high maintenance. But that sort of settled down, and I bought some sinus, like some homeopathic drops that are so strong in peppermint and stuff that that's called rocket fuel. And I almost feel like I've got a bit of rocket fuel. It's giving me a bit of energy, I think, just because of the insane amount of peppermint in them. So that's good. But yeah, that overall kind of just fullness just won't subside. But watch him with these, make sure he doesn't pop a pill. Yeah, the dizziness and vertigo. See, this is what I mean. My brain's just not quite there yet. The dizziness and vertigo has been pretty good today. So the hill, part of the reason why I always park in disabled at school is because I can't do the hill. Like, I look at the hill and it starts spinning, like the whole world starts spinning. And I walked up that hill today. It was bloody hard. It's not a big hill for the average person, but for anyone with SCDS, it's quite debilitating. So did the hill, not parked in disabled spot. I'm still on the flat though. I think if I wasn't on the flat, I'd probably have thought twice about where to park. But yes, so definitely not a linear recovery, but today's a good day. Hoping I have more good days than bad days. Yesterday felt kind of like a pre-surgery day. So yeah, that's that. Don't know what else to tell you. I might pause and try to remember why I was trying to make the video. Alright, I'm back. So autophony is sort of half-half. Like, it's still really loud in my head, but it doesn't have the same level of reverb that it had. It's really exciting. Like, if my daughter calls to me from another room, I can call back, hey, yeah, what's up? You know, rather than just mouthing the words, why are you trying to talk to me from more than 3 meters away? This is just cruel. So it's like, yeah, parts of it are good and parts of it are a bit the same. Hyperacusis, again, I seem to be coping better in loud environments, but some sounds just trigger me. But I've found the sounds aren't triggering. Oh my goodness, you're out of control. The vertigo so much, but pressure is causing me dizziness and vertigo. So anything that exerts pressure, so lifting, twisting, all those sorts of things, they tend to send my head into a spin. Doing up my shoes, you know, all these little things send my head into a bit of a spin. So that's still there. And I've got a weird thing with the veins in my hand, because I had that, for those who haven't heard about my surgery, I didn't end up having the open fossa craniotomy, so my head's still intact. They went through the femoral artery, through the heart, and into the petrosal sinus vein, and did their work from there. And it's yeah, where I had like a drip in one vein for the anaesthetic, and then they had another, oh my goodness, they had another thing in another vein to monitor my heartbeat. Oh, one sec. Take 3. Yeah, I had in my vein, so I had like the drip and everything in the back, and somewhere over in the front to monitor my heartbeat. But I've had, almost feels like a broken wrist, like this really bad pain through my vein, and my vein feels like a bit of a rope. So, but I'd say all my Googling, I don't Google anymore, I use ChatGPT, because it's, you don't get all the ads, and you get a more accurate answer a lot quicker. Yeah, basically says, go see a GP, but it's probably this. So, yeah, I'm not too worried about it, but yeah, it's been quite painful. So yeah, it's really just head pain, ear pain, wrist pain. And then, yeah, the other symptoms are kind of come and go a bit. So yeah, that's day 10. It has been challenging because obviously 4-hour anaesthetic takes it out of you. And I suppose I've got a year and a half of the symptoms and the brain fog and everything else. Like I felt like I really needed to just go to bed for a week and just sleep and just fall apart. My mental health had been in the lead up had been really, really bad. But I just didn't get that because the family had influenza, and of course men with influenza aren't like women with influenza. Women just keep getting things done, but men are like, no, I'm sick, you should be doing everything, I can't even hold the baby. I'm like, oh my god. So it's been a pretty full-on week. I haven't really had a chance to recover and just rest from the surgery. So I have slept a bit though, with the kids being sick, been sleeping when they sleep, but we're back to no sleeping at night. Yay. So anyway, that's where we're at, day 10. I'll update you soon from there. Okay, bye.